In 2007 I decided to branch out and set up an independent Australian-owned firm called Evans & Partners, which basically sought to be a preeminent investment house looking after very wealthy Australians and some large institutions across Australian equities and fixed income. And it's been a huge success. We've now got 95 people, office in Melbourne, office in Sydney. We aspire to have an office in Hong Kong and start moving into the Asian market over the course of the next few years. And the business, I look to have a $100 million revenue line over the next couple of years.
Harehouse Warehouse is owned by two brothers, Tony and myself. We developed this concept in 1992. We've taken this brand to 130 stores, and we believe we can open up another 70 stores across Australia.
I'm Hugh McFarlane. I'm the founder and CEO of Math Marketing. We help companies to grow, companies who are well known like IBM, Cisco and SAP. We have 7 head office staff and 40 consultants scattered throughout the world, and our intent with the business is to become well known for the company that made B2B marketing a respected management science around the world.
We're a custom software development company. We design and build custom software to automate business process, to integrate business to business, to do venture development with industry experts, take their idea, build a product around it, build a product suite around it. Over the next couple of years we'd like to grow from the 15 we are now to 30, and we'd like to be able to scale up without a whole lot of pain apart from the development stuff that we do know how to do.
It was set up by a couple of guys who I got into the firm who had some IT experience, and it was clear that that wasn't going to sustain us for the aspirations that we had.
IT internally were doing their own thing, and they were doing what they thought was right, but it was definitely the wrong way for our business.
It was basically ad hoc. We did a lot of built our own machines, so went and bought the bits, put the machines together, installed everything, and we're basically on a rotating cycle of people's computers and then servers.
As we've brought on IT support in different guises and different shapes, it's failed us every time. The problem with our IT inevitably was that I was the main IT guy.
The business grew from 20 odd people in late 2007 to here we are in 2011, and we've got 95 people. So the impact of that sort of growth that has on systems is quite significant.
When we implemented point of sale, our system was crashing because it couldn't keep up. The amount of stores that we were putting onto our server, it just couldn't keep up, and we were just putting band-aids, and I didn't realise it was just band-aid after band-aid after band-aid.
We started taking on a lot of contracts, and we started spending more and more time in development that needed to have serious time frames against it.
The moment that we went global and embraced those 40 consultants, it became clear that we could no longer rely on me to support the IT environment in the business.
The way that Combo has enabled us to produce an IT strategy has been outstanding, with us not having to own internally a very large, cumbersome IT department.
And you advised us in which firewalls to have, which programs to buy, and sort of which way to move to a direction that's going to keep our business safe.
Talking through with a few of the guys about, what size infrastructure we're going to need, the sort of machines we want to bring in-house versus keep out in the cloud or hosted, and also improving our backup regime, improving the structure.
So the first thing Combo did was to stabilise our environment. Then they gave us a plan for migrating into the cloud. I mentioned our consultants were around the world. We needed a solution that accommodated that global environment.
The people at Combo are the same people that we were dealing with at the start of the relationship, and so therefore it is effectively like you've got your own internal IT department.
They come out, they'll do as much as they can behind the scenes, but if we need them, they'll come here, they'll do what they have to do. They get the system up and running, so when a staff member comes on board, we've become a lot more professional.
But for the most part, it's run very smoothly, and we've got a few people that connect in from external that use our email and that sort of stuff, and they've reported it being a lot more stable.
I'm no longer the IT guy. The maxim has become just core combo, and that was a very deliberate move to get me out of the picture.
The way that we've been able to adapt our business when we do slightly change or innovate the way we service our clients and connect to our clients, Combo have been able to move with us and suggest ways that are reasonably low cost ways for us to take on the expansion but also entertain new generations of IT software and hardware.
We've got a very fast IT system. We've got a system that doesn't crash. We've got a system that's working really well.
Given that we have a lot of different testing environments and a lot of different environments that we wanted to set up and sort of automate processing through, so Combo were able to help with that and also help with the backup regimes, which previously to that was somebody remembering to take the tape home.
I've got enough faith in Combo to know that that role, if I'm trusting and I guess putting all my eggs in the basket of Combo, then I'm going to get the sort of strategic direction across IT that I need.
You ring the number, an email comes back to you with the request of what has to be done. They get onto it straight away and they fix it, and then they send you straight away a survey. They want to know how they went and how they can improve. So it has made a big difference. It's made it a lot easier, and I haven't heard anyone in the office, and this is pretty good for our business, saying that we need an IT company internally.
Having that accountability with Combo around reliability of systems, and indeed the ability to sit down and talk about ways that we can innovate and continually get more capability and capacity, is something that makes me sleep at night.
It's made us more efficient. It's made us being able to talk to our franchisees a lot easier, like emailing them, even the SMSing system side of the business, but the communication side of our business has improved.
One less thing I have to think about.
Last quarter, that is the final quarter of calendar 2010, we sold more than we revenued in the prior year. I was able to achieve that because I was out in the field working with customers and consultants.
I think it's been terrific. I think we rate it by how our systems operate, and the reliability of our systems have been outstanding.
I didn't understand a lot about IT. Combo have now made it very easy and friendly to use, and they've made our life a lot easier, and they've been great for our team.
With Combo, we've always had David come in, and he's been really good and talked us through and sort of knows the site, and even the people that he sends in when he can't make it. He's always sort of trained them up enough that they can get on with it fairly well. So it's been really good.
A breath of fresh air. The accountability in particular. I said earlier, just call Combo. That's more than a cry. It's the reality. It's that if anything needs to be addressed, our staff call Combo and know that it'll be addressed immediately.
Who are the people who are going to be involved? How are they going to be available, and the timing of that availability? Their understanding and knowledge of the software and hardware that they're going to be dealing with.
You kept communicating. You stayed on top of it. You kept making sure if something wasn't right, you were very workable and adaptable. And I felt that was showing that the personality was really important. And to me, culture is very important. And we culturally fitted really well together, because you're a business about making other people happy. You were very excited about the awards you won. That's really stuck in my mind, how your customer service was a priority.
Quality of the staff would have to be first. The skill set that they've got. Second one would be knowing what you're in for, which is quite important when you're trying to budget long term. The availability, I think. So both the passive, you guys being able to tell us that something's broken, and usually that you've already fixed it, just as a by the way, that's good. But also, if we ring up, we know that we can, and there is a problem, we know that they're there, able to come in and able to fix it quick.
Breadth, depth, and accountability. Let me briefly explain. Sometimes you need somebody who can provide skills of a different nature than what you've been using previously. You might have one IT infrastructure, you have another piece of technology, you need the breadth to cover multiple technologies to support the environment. Secondly, you need depth. Every now and then somebody needs to dive in very deep into an issue and resolve it. You need a little depth. you can only get that in a composite team. But you also need accountability. Businesses who are growing quickly, as we are and as most of our clients are, need to be able to rely on their environment just working. That only happens when somebody takes responsibility for it, other than the growth business.